And we're back with the penultimate matchup of day one. We have two runners in the 1-1 Swiss score. We have Dadeler.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Hi everyone.
And we have MeAmv1.
Hello viewers, what's up?
So yeah, this should be a pretty good match, but I'm gonna hand it over to my good friend Fresh Riggy to handle the vetoes.
Yes, hello and welcome from my side as well. How are you guys doing? We are gonna head straight on over into the veto. You guys know exactly how this works by now, right? So, MeAmv1, you are the lowest seed. Do you want to ban first, or do you want Dadeler to ban first?
With myself, I start.
Excuse me?
I start. I start banning.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, 12%.
Trevor is off. Dadeler, what's your first ban?
Please, fresh meat. Fuck this segment. I don't want to see it anymore.
Alright, MeAmv1, you are.
Then I swear, fuck up.
No,
Again, please?
Epsilon.
Oh, Epsilon.
It's very, yeah, you're a bit quiet. But yeah, Epsilon is gone. Dadeler?
Tough pick. Really tough pick. I like everything. Can I ban GTA 5? No, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to ban. You won't see that ever coming from me again. All races.
What?
What? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a surprise.
Okay,
Holy cow.
okay, let me think now because this is interesting. Okay, yeah, I will go for the mix. Still, all sound champs.
It's James gone.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay.
Dadeler?
Wait while I do my calculations. I'm going to ban countryside.
Okay, my friend. My god, only 3. This is tough. Third way.
No.
Alright, so we have Blitz play and Deep Inside left. Which one do you want to ban, Dadeler?
I love speed, but I also love blitz play. That's a really tough decision. Okay, fuck it. I am going to ban Deep Inside.
Alright, so we are playing Blitz play. Hell yeah. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna get set up here. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And we are back. Blitz play. The longest segment in Summer Segment Scramble 2.
Yeah.
One of the most liked and also one of the most hated segments in Summer Segment Scramble 2. But nevertheless, it is the one we're going to be doing right now. Now, both runners, are you ready?
I hate myself. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. When I say go, unpause and then skip the cutscene. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, they're off now. Obviously, the PBs, if you just compare them, 3 seconds apart. So this should be a really good matchup if everything goes to plan. But this is Blitz play. It is pretty RNG heavy. segment. As we can see, Dadeler already having some issues there with traffic.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, one of the things that is definitely worse about console is obviously, plain and simple, there are some strats you can't do, and FPS. However, driving with controller can sometimes be advantageous, and you can get better control of your car, as we see with MeAmv handling these racing lines a lot smoother than Dadeler has.
I know the second I leave you, you'll just go home.
Yeah, Dadeler hit another traffic car there, slowed him down a little bit, but at least he didn't spin out.
Yeah, Brad.
But yeah, MeAmv obviously, generally a console runner has disadvantages in a lot of categories. And in my opinion, Blitz play is one of the segments where being a console runner has the least disadvantages. So Dadeler not choosing to ban Blitz play, but instead banning all races is an interesting choice for sure.
And as Xavier points out in the chat, in all races, console has waves, which means it's very hard to justify not choosing to play against a console runner. But that's past now. We're on Blitz play, and looking at the predictions, Dadeler has 86% of people thinking that he's going to win. And out of the 324 points that people betted on him, over half of those are betted by Raya alone. He bet 167,000 channel points on Dadeler to win.
Yeah, he already put all his points on Wolf the match before, and I imagine he was sweating when Wolf failed prologue skim. So this even being an even closer matchup, it's a ballsy move, Raya, but we respect it.
And now you see Dadeler slowly starting to catch up. And every single cutscene, Dadeler's going to gain half a second, a quarter of a second. But over the course of the entire run, that's going to make a difference.
Look at him.
Definitely, yeah. Loading times are definitely something that the PC has an advantage over console. Keep in mind also, I don't think it matters for this segment, but MeAmv is running on current patch and not on 1.27, as it's not available for consoles.
Hey, take a left up here.
Yeah, and that actually does make a difference, because not being able to cancel out waves obviously doesn't affect you as much as some other segments, but mini stub still exists. The Hood Safari jet ski section still exists. And I'm trying to remember anything else that you can do on 1.27 that you can't do on the latest patch. I don't remember if save warping's one of them, but MeAmv was basically telling us that he's gonna have to go for the replay warp because he can't save warp, but we might see some unexpected things after Dead Man Walking.
Shut up! That cocksucker might be famous.
Also, another thing worth mentioning is I think that the traffic density on console is high, or as high as you could put it on PC, because you can't actually edit the vehicle density.
I can see that.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's running on a high vehicle density, which after this mission should net him a car faster.
The fuck, is he slowing down?
Technically, but it will also mean that
they're exactly the same. Dadeler does get a quick car, and it's a pretty good car too, though. So yeah, Xeon Cabrio.
It's a Zion, and I think MeAmv is getting a Pagale here, which I discovered as we discovered yesterday in Alex versus Crab. Very underrated car, the Pagale. I think Marcus agreed with me on this one.
It's probably one of my favorite cars to drive in the game, because it's so fun, it's so light, and it brake boosts so well.
The Pagale?
Yeah, the Pagale.
Yeah? It brake boosts, you say, huh?
Yeah, pretty well.
Look out!
Does it not brake boost?
No, it's a front-wheel drive car.
Am I thinking of a different car?
Perhaps. Oh, Dadeler going for bike strat. Interesting. Bike strats, a little obsolete these days, because you just farm techs anyway on this drive. So going for bike strat here is just a bit flamboyant, I would say.
I believe taking a car here allows you to get one extra text but he's not doing the bike strat. He just grabbed a bike and now he's going to drive up the old way.
Interesting.
Maybe he has the stream open and he heard us and he realized he was going to lose that text and then he changed his mind.
You're welcome, Dadeler. Always happy to help. And yeah, it looks like the bike is a little bit quicker, so may not get the text after all. I wasn't keeping count, but no, he still gets the Maze Bank text, so good. Good there. So he enters the mission now, and MeAmv a couple of seconds behind. Nothing major yet. And now for Dead Man Walking.
Fat deposits on his hips and abdomen suggest a
Antonio, tell us what can go wrong in this mission.
Oh my god, what can't go wrong in this mission? You could miss the punch, you could get insta-killed by the shotgun guy, you could get locked behind the door. If he crouches down or you lock on too late, you could do a lap instead of a finishing blow, and then you don't pick up the gun. Especially on, like MeAmv is doing right now, and especially on console, when you don't have as good usage of Michael's power, it's harder. But then again, you do also have the special ability, which means you get that slight advantage, but it will still be slower compared to a perfect PC shootout.
Yeah, we will see in this run, because there is a lot of shootouts in this segment. We will see a lot of auto aim from MeAmv, because obviously he's kind of forced to use it.
Yeah, playing on console without auto aim is just kind of silly.
Yeah, well, that's just silly, yeah.
And Dadeler gets the heli behind him, which is huge. He's going to lose the cops very quickly, like probably right around now. I said right around... Why? Right around now. There it is. Considering he got the heli behind him, that was pretty late for him to lose the cops. But as you see, MeAmv is driving down into the sewer, and he still has the cops applied to him.
Yeah, he got a pretty unlucky spawn.
Yeah, if they don't get screwed on spawns at the end, Dadeler's going to save a considerable amount of time on this mission.
Yeah, MeAmv got the very unlucky spawn of a cop on the bridge driving towards him, which is kind of unavoidable.
Dadeler gets the cop driving away from him, but luckily he doesn't get anyone on his right, so he can just take the other side street and still set up for a good drive up the dirt. And yeah, see, he loses the cops right there. Meanwhile, MeAmv is having to wait because he can't get too close to Franklin, or he's going to get cornered by the cops. But he could now probably start driving.
Probably go, yeah. Wouldn't be seen. I think there's buildings in the way.
I think he more didn't want to get too close to Franklin and spawn a cop near him, but I think he would have been fine, considering how far left he was.
Oh, it appears Dadeler didn't have autosave.
No, it looks like he's just going for traditional save warp.
Is autosave the norm to have on this?
I think autosave... So, what is MeAmv doing?
I think he went into the wrong menu first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It might be sort of console shenanigans. Maybe I'm not entirely sure, and I apologize to the dear viewers here. There is a strat that forces the console players to switch their input method, or like the controller layout or something like that. But I'm not sure if that's what happened right there. Either way.
And I wish I could tell, but I am not well versed enough in Spanish to be able to tell you what his menu said.
It's always interesting to see this game in different colors. I noticed that when I was watching Hazel Pietro, who plays in Italian, which is a language that I speak. So to recognize the word, like for example, fresh meat is just called carne fresca, which just means fresh meat. And it just looks funny to me.
He's actually trying. I can't believe it.
The silly man forgets to breathe. Let it out.
How many years of marriage, and this is the first time he's taken an interest in my hobbies.
But yeah, there's not really much to commentate on in this section. So
no. Yeah.
Just like always, I guess I'll take the opportunity to tell everyone to donate, gift subs, sub yourself if you aren't already, buy merch, because all of it goes towards the prize pool, and all of our amazing runners that end up getting top 4 would love to get a little extra prize money, and that all comes from you guys. We've gotten a considerable chunk of money already. We have still, I think, 5 more weeks of gameplay after this week. And so let's just try and get the let's try and get the prize pool as high as we can as a community.
That would be a cool thing, yeah. And worth mentioning,
I think I figured out what MeAmv had to do. So normally the strat there is to set up a replay warp in the car and then do the autosave warp back to the house. MeAmv can't do that because that requires you to hold the save warp button. So what he did instead is set up a replay warp on foot and use that to warp him to the house that way. However, because that kind of replay warp despawns the mission, and that's why he had to run into Michael's kitchen a little bit before he went to the front door.
TV. I pay for that?
Yeah,
that must have been a recent, maybe the recent update broke. There has been an update in the last week or something. I haven't been following the console discussions on the speedrun Discord myself, so I'm not sure if that's what broke it, but there was a game update at some point.
Yeah, apparently yesterday, and it caused a lot of chaos with GTA Online and the social club servers.
Very unfortunate, but yeah, MeAmv has been running this game for a while now, so he knows how to do it, and I guess he found a workaround for it already, so that's good. But obviously that probably will cost him some time to lose the ability to save warp.
You really have to meet my friend? I really
MeAmv also, we completely brushed over it, but doing his autosave warp, he had to wait considerably longer just because of those console long load times compared to PC.
Yeah.
Hello.
But all things considered, they're actually pretty close together.
Yeah, but they're both going to be trying to block the drugging now. Dadeler looks to be just calling Amanda, gets the phone up for the second time, and I think that should be good. We'll see if MeAmv is also able to pull it off.
Unfortunately, I can't come to the phone right now. Namaste.
Oh, you fuckhead!
And that looks good as well.
I gotta stop. Oh, what was in that thing?
And another thing I'm noticing, I think MeAmv might have motion blur on, which I don't like. It hurts my head.
I think no one likes motion blur.
I don't know if that's something you're able to turn off on console, but
I would probably say it's not something you can turn off on console. A lot of the graphics settings that we PC players are used to be able to, or we just used to be able to turn it off or on. Apparently, it is something you can turn off.
Xavier says he turns it off, but Xavier also plays on PS5. I don't know if that makes a difference. I believe MeAmv plays on PS4, or I guess Xbox One.
It's Xbox One.
What do you want, Michael?
Not too sure, actually.
But even then, even if he plays on Xbox Series S or X, it could be different between Xbox and PlayStation, technically.
Very true, yeah, very true. Alright, let's see what kind of car Dadeler is going to get here.
Jimmy.
It doesn't matter too much, but obviously you want something fast to be able to go to Three's company as quick as possible. It looks to be getting another Zion, I believe this is.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yes. MeAmv having a little bit of a stream delay. Hopefully we'll be able to get that fixed. Yes, it is. We are able to fix it. So,
Oh, the slightest touch, but he also gets a Zion MeAmv, so. Calling Trevor for the hangout now is Dadeler. Switch to Trevor and switch back.
and as Dadeler was saying during the veto section, he really likes this segment, so I don't imagine he's gonna have too many problems with the strats to do. It's more just, is he gonna make minor skill issues throughout the whole run?
MeAmv went into the house, as he called Trevor, instead of the car. I think he's just going to be in the premiere now. Maybe something that that's console has to deal with is that the car despawns after the mission.
It could also be that they wanted to drive the premiere instead of the Zion, which I wouldn't understand, but that could just be MeAmv's preference.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't make a lot of sense, like you say,
Nice
but
car. Taxpayers.
But yeah, I can't think of any other reason why MeAmv would do that. Because I don't imagine the car would despawn on
Hey, I
console.
barely know that kid. He's fixing
Yeah,
up
it's
my car.
Call him.
most likely like a current patch thing, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I
Who
would have
knows?
said-
This game's
yeah.
weird.
It is. It do be weird.
Trevor Phillips.
Oh.
Oh, and
MeAmv-
MeAmv not able to cover far enough away.
So we had him picked up.
That's a dumb move, Dave. Real fucking dumb.
Just
Alright, he's still
worry
able
about
to
the
get the
plan,
second
okay? Getting Mr. K
bit of
out of the
cover.
IAA station. Clinton is going to be positioned across the street, keeping an eye on the proceedings. Phillips
Dadeler
flies in,
showing a little bit of
fell
graphic
down,
content.
distraction.
If
And I'm the
you
best guy
are
you got.
underaged,
With
look
you, we've
away.
got good leverage.
Great.
Wait, where's his index finger? It looks like he only has 4 fingers.
All cozy with the F5B.
Very well
We'll need
hidden
to
behind the
speak
thumb.
support.
Yeah,
We'll maintain control.
would not have serves you right, Dadeler.
Discreet. Control.
I would have
Yeah,
not
good luck
realized
controlling
that had you not said
discreet
anything.
forever. I wonder how controllable and discreet he'll be when he sees the guy who killed me and put Brad in jail. You know what? You better keep a low profile.
Yeah, I think I will. See you later.
Who's that cagey
So now we have a pretty boring helicopter flight. And then we have another little shootout, but you know, it's not really interesting because it's the same thing every time. And then a little helicopter flight where you have to wait for Michael to shoot a helicopter. But this mission's pretty trivial, but also very easy to skill issue.
Remember them? You get tied down, you can't move anymore. What about your ties to
MeAmv technically gonna have a little advantage flying with controller, but Dadeler does look like he might have plugged in a controller to fly the helicopter here. So that should completely negate that console difference. And it is worth mentioning that Oh wow, he cuts it very close to both sides of the building. Yeah, it is worth. Definitely saves time. It is worth mentioning though. There are some things many people prefer to do on controllers. Some things many people prefer to do on keyboard. For example, a lot of PC runners will choose to use controller for flying. Some also choose to use it for the mini sub. But as long as you can do it, yeah, driving in general. Some people use it for certain shootouts because they like to have auto aim. But honestly, whatever you can do to do what you need to quickly is good enough.
See how you feel when this is 18 inches deep inside. Who the fuck is this? Terminate.
36 flow. Gotcha.
We are not clear. Come on, get off me!
No.
Dadeler is on the sniper bit for Three's Company.
Hit the witch, get us out!
Doesn't miss a shot. It's good.
Is Dadeler gonna do the little reload? It doesn't look like he does the reload before he switches to Michael, so he's only gonna have 3 bullets to take down the helicopter.
Clean it up! We'll move on! You damn softy! That's it! Get us out of here! You got a bogey coming at you!
Sorry, 4 bullets, but...
You're in breach of the U.S. Constitution. Lethal force will be utilized!
Oh, he managed to get it on the 3rd bullet by destroying the helicopter.
Very nice.
Now, he has to deal with Michael trying to shoot down the helicopter, which can be very frustrating sometimes, or very easy some other times, depending on what the AI decides to do. Like right now, when Michael's AI just doesn't want to shoot at all.
Probably not close enough yet. It still has to catch up. It is, yeah, it is one of the more annoying bits, because in general, when you rely on your companions in this game, it's usually not great.
Yeah, oh, manages to get it right before the parking lot, but he definitely did have to slow himself down a lot.
Let's go.
MeAmv also has successfully destroyed both helicopters by letting them fly into the building, so only has to deal with one chopper.
Dadeler standing underneath, I think, a light post for a quick switch?
Looks like, yeah. I know a lot of people just go over to the building, but yeah, apparently you can do it there as well.
Dadeler taking a little bit extra time away from his keyboard there just to confirm he absolutely gets the quick text. And now he's going to be flying over to everyone's favorite mission, scouting the port.
Hell yeah. Are you looking forward to Floyd pushes?
I'm looking forward to see how they do. Because if they have good Floyd pushes, it's really cool to watch, and then it's just over. If they have bad Floyd pushes, it's really funny to watch them struggle, but then it takes longer, and then if they fail it, we have to watch the entire first person. Just slow walk.
I think Dadeler is trying to do the wiggle strats. And looks a bit janky, but I think he's still getting it. Nice. Landing on Floyd's roof.
Trevor is a...
Trevor is a what?
Trevor is... Well, I guess we're going to
And
Port
off he
City
goes
then.
to the
What you got for me?
docks.
Like I said,
Port City.
know what we got.
Now this is a pretty easy drive, but once you're in the sewer, there's one brake boost, another half brake boost. That sets you up with a lot of speed for the rest of the drive. And you really have to try and hit those.
I've been regretting it ever since.
Boy, always work a stick in the mud.
Look, sir, please, just tell me what you want and I'll do my utmost to assist you in finding it.
Here's the problem. I don't know what I want. It's a bit, well, like pornography or a perfect turd. I can't quite describe it, but I'll know it when I see it.
You ain't aiding my comprehension.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure where exactly that brake boost was that you mentioned.
Yeah, there's one little lip in the sewer. Oh, Dadeler going for a crazy jump, but flipping and almost running Wade over.
Nice. Oh, Wade moment. Stumbles. Yeah,
worth of cargo came through the port
not something that you see a lot here. People going for that sort of jump in the Bodhi.
I can remember earlier he was watching the stream, so I think he might know he's a little bit ahead and went for a little bit of content generation.
Maybe, yeah. But as we know, content is Dadeler's thing. He is one of the content machines. Definitely.
Hey, I'm Dadeler.
Will do.
Go park and get the dispatch.
Here comes the soup. I gotta check in.
All right, let's see this Floyd push.
Real quick.
Pause your fishes in the chat. This could either be amazing or terrible.
There is nothing that Wade here ain't gonna do for a warm meal.
No issues at all getting into the truck in time, but that's the easy part. He's going for the reverse first push.
Interesting.
Gets it no problem. And now let's see how he does this push to set himself up for the end. He pushes him a little far right, so he's going to have to take a bit of a wider turn. He's going to go for a reverse push 3. This is weird. Yeah, you can't steer yourself as well. So I imagine... Nope, he's still going for a reverse push. I don't think I've ever seen a reverse push on this section.
It's definitely rare, yeah. But it seems to be working, yeah.
Doesn't quite get the full long, but doing 2 pushes here is pretty standard, and he will get him far enough to trigger the next checkpoint.
MeAmv1's doing a push on the other side of the building at the beginning, which I have seen people do before as well, so that's not out of the ordinary.
Interesting.
And doing a forward push here,
What's the Coast Guard response like?
which looks, yeah, it looks to be working.
Yeah, and one of the problems with this Floyd push is that you don't push him quite far enough in any of the directions. Floyd will actually turn around and start walking all the way back to the crates, and then turn around again and walk all the way back to the handler. I think we saw that in one of the earlier Blitz play matchups, and that just loses you a lot of time.
Yeah, obviously. I think the AI is programmed to go on a certain path, and the goal ultimately of the Floyd push is to push Floyd onto so close to the path that he'll just go to the closest point, which we want to be right at the end.
I'm sorry, but this is as close as you're going to get.
So obviously, if you're not close enough to the path, it probably will not work. MeAmv has a bit of trouble attaching the first container.
Dadeler not going for the traditional quick pickup. I think he was actually going for it in just the reverse direction, which I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Either way, he doesn't get the quick pickup, so he's going to drive it back normally. And there's still a considerable difference between the two, but it's very, very small, considering how long this segment is.
Okay, it's up to the top of the crane for me.
Yeah, nothing lost yet for MeAmv.
Yeah, MeAmv going for more of a traditional push.
I'm not permitted to
Not
drive
also
trains,
not
buddy.
quite getting a perfect
You need me to
quick
get your
pickup.
union rep up here right now. Sooner you get in the cab, sooner we can get out of here.
This is on you.
That's it. You're in position. You got it. Now pick it up.
Oh, isn't this mission fun?
So fun. I'm just like so enthralled with the gameplay. I have so many things to commentate about.
I know, yeah, exactly.
I'm like, there's so many things I could talk about. I'm just so speechless.
Set it down gently.
In awe.
Bring the
I know.
down
Yeah.
over the truck's frame.
This is me basically every time I watch Soros play.
Working together. Now let's
Yeah.
do the same thing again.
Except usually when Source plays, it's because I just don't understand the high level of what's happening.
Yes, that's fair, yeah.
Get in position over the second container.
No, they're
in Bay
both
1.
on the crane section, and just like the handler, they're both going to be in basically the same point, just one's going to be on the first, and one's going to be on the second. And MeAmv having a little bit of stream lag, but it looks to be fixed now. Dadeler playing with his crate a little bit.
I think MeAmv is streaming directly from console, I believe.
Probably. I know for sure you can do it on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it on Xbox.
Then yeah, I would imagine that's what he's doing, because I don't know if he has a capture card.
How about this view, huh? I'm gonna take some photos for the kids. Ah!
Oh,
Dadeler!
No! Yeah, jumping there always pretty risky. But it warps him to the front of the crane at least, so that's at least something.
Still definitely slower.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think we've all done that at one point.
Probably.
Because
Dadeler not getting a photo of the bow of the plane, of the boat, and he's gonna have to take a bunch more photos. Finally is able to send them, but I think he ended up having to take about 7 photos there, so that's obviously a little slower. Oh, he gets the frame perfect aim. Not frame perfect, the pixel perfect aiming that you can't really line up unless you have a general idea of where your crosshair will be in the future.
So they've been guarding one of them dry docks.
Yeah, still not a lot between those two runners. We have a little bit behind, but it's somewhere around 20 seconds, I would say.
Dadeler using scroll wheel to dial the number of speed, which is making frustrated.
What do you use personally, Antonio?
I use the arrow keys.
Really interesting.
All the way back to my days of On Mission Zero, I found that I could dial Ursula's number so much faster with arrow keys. So that just kind of became my habit. And since Ursula's number is so similar to Steve's, it's pretty second nature for me now to dial 328-555-01 and like very quickly with arrow keys.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
And now let's see what car he gets. I wasn't watching what spawns he had next to the dock, but it doesn't look like he's going to go for the street spawn, so we'll see what he ends up taking. I'm assuming, yeah, since he's running straight here, he had something good.
Buffalo.
Wow.
Interesting. Let's see what MeAmv gets. That looks like a pile of nothing.
It's a little
really
harder
slow
to
vehicles.
see because he has glare and fog, but I guess one of the things that's supposed to make your experience more realistic on console, but also just makes it a little harder to see.
Oh, another Pagale.
Another Pagale.
Hell yeah. Pagale Central.
Oh, he misses the window though. It's so sad. But like you told me, which I knew for the whole time was just testing you, you actually can't break this in Pagale, which means The one brake boost that I'll try to point out on Dadeler's drive, the one brake boost in the sewer, MeAmv will not be able to get it. That's right around here. He's about to go over it right there.
Yeah, I could tell where it is. Yeah.
There's another one a little bit earlier as well. That's like a very slight one, but it's right in between all the piles of rubbish, so it's very hard to get it and then not crash and lose more speed afterwards. But MeAmv almost overshooting it and going into the water. Spin out a little bit.
Unfortunate spin.
Meanwhile, Dadeler did good on remembering to be in first person.
Combat rolling up the stairs.
And now he gets to smell Wade covered in poop.
Yummy.
Now, I don't expect him to go for Hood Safari text manip, but you know, you never know. He could surprise us. Otherwise, we're just gonna see him drive over to Franklin's house and get a car. Wow, what a clean jump off. And yeah, having the Buffalo here is very good because it's a very fast car. It can hit brake boosts really well. It can hit mid drives really well. Most people have a very good idea of how it handles and how to control it because it is Franklin's car. So,
yeah,
should be a pretty clean drive for him.
Most likely, yeah.
All right.
Don't want to give him Commentators curse. But that is one of the things, is having a slightly longer car front to back can make you more likely to clip the wall of the subway when you jump over it. He doesn't seem to have that issue.
No, but he has to wait for mini subtext now.
Yeah, he didn't get it early text, but he got it second, and that's pretty good. And that is another one of the reasons why you don't do the traditional bike strap, because then it takes longer for you to get that text there. Actually, I don't think it does for this text because your farming text is Michael, not as Trevor. Oh gosh, there's a cop outside my house.
Where's this thing happening?
Oh, dear.
Wall Street. We shooting shit up, spraying some other.
Oh, MeAmv taking the old repossession route.
Yeah,
but
maybe
instead of going straight here, he is going to make the right turn.
Maybe he thinks he has time because of the text anyway, and not risking the repo jump that way.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. He has to wait here anyway, so it really didn't matter for him if he went for the jump or not. So,
but he also gets it second text, so he doesn't lose too much time over Dadeler. We are going to see the different ways that they handle this shootout, though. If Dadeler remembers the people he needs to kill flawlessly, he shouldn't have any issues. Shoot him, run, done. MeAmv can just auto aim to all of them, which actually here is a little smaller. A little slower. However, yeah, Dadeler not having any issues, so he's gonna save time.
yeah, the guy on the left is important. The people who arrive in cars also important, and after that you can just leg it.
Dadeler maybe using a little bit more power than he needs to, but I understand him wanting to play it safe.
Yeah, it is a race, and in a race you want to take these precautions here, because it is easy for Trevor to die.
Yeah.
Without power.
Dadeler now running to take the bike, or the jet ski from MC Cliff. Chose not to shoot them, which means he is now going to have to deal with the slowdown Lamar slow walking while he tries to aim at them and intimidate them. He seems to be running a little slow himself, so it doesn't matter that much. Choosing to shoot that car. Ricky, do you typically shoot that car or blow it up, or?
I usually shoot it. Yeah, with just the mini Uzi.
Am I one of the only people that C4s that car?
I think I've tried it once. It's pretty hard to do because of the velocity and where your C4 will go. It's kind of hard to guess, I say.
I don't think I've ever had an issue because I always just throw it a little ahead of the car and then it lands like on the side of the sewer and then I just blow it up when I see the car drive over it.
Oh, there you go. Then that must mean that you are the faster out of the two of us.
Yes, I mean, I guess that's probably one of those things that as long as you keep holding W the whole time, it doesn't really matter what you do.
Yeah, I think the car on the left does not matter whatsoever. What really matters is the helicopter.
Yeah, and if I remember, the only reason why you shoot it at all is because the passenger has the ability to shoot the C4 out of your hand. That millions to one chance. Dadeler,
was not aware
trouble. Yeah, Dadeler, no trouble dodging the cops. Should be losing the cops very shortly as he's just driving away far enough that mini sub will already be spawned in by the time the mission fails.
Let's see if Dadeler goes for the old-fashioned strat for mini sub spawn. It does look like he is.
What's the new strat there?
The new strat would be to switch away from Trevor.
Oh, that's smart.
And switch to Franklin, walk 1 or 2 steps, and then switch back to Trevor, and the mission should be spawned in.
That
means you have to cover less distance.
Right, you can as long as you'll not get re-seen by the cops, you can stay a little bit closer to the mini sub. Don't drive as far away from it, and then also don't have as far of a drive towards it.
Exactly, yeah. I think we'll see MeAmv1 try that strat because he is going. Oof, the waves there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess it minimizes the travel time that he has.
Especially now, since he's gonna lose them so close to where the mini sub is. Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna turn straight right and then switch to Franklin, I believe. Yep, there it is. Dadeler I don't know if he attempted and failed, but he doesn't get the hatch strat, so he's gonna be doing good old-fashioned dolphins.
On my way.
Meanwhile, MeAmv catching up a little bit as he is right here, taking the mini sub. And let's see if he's gonna go for a hack strat. Does get a good mini sub position for it.
I'm not exactly sure how hatch strat works with waves.
Yeah, he just goes for hatch. I don't think it works any differently. I think the waves just make you slower in general, but
hatch closed after all. Sad.
Don't know. Maybe someone that runs on console will be able to tell me. I don't know if that's because of the waves or just sometimes the hatch can just close.
Yeah, so what you're meant to do is you're meant to be spamming F and shift, I believe, as you enter the submarine.
You hold shift on your way in, and then spam F, and then once you're in, you hold W so that the sub starts moving as early as possible.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, just another one of these amazing missions that there's so much to commentate on. Like, oh my god, look at those 2 birds. There's bubbles under the water.
Yeah. Look at the water quality on the inferior console compared to a PC.
I know, it's so shiny. No, it doesn't really matter because it's not like his FPS can go above 60 anyway, but
true.
These waves make it feel so immersive.
It does. It feels a lot more involved.
Yeah, and you can definitely see that Dadeler has pulled even more of a lead out during this mini sub drive just because of the waves.
Yeah, definitely a big advantage for PC on this part of the segment.
Floyd, you there? Yes, sir.
And I know people have joked about me talking about how I'm always like, oh, I see this in California when I drive by. I see this in California when I drive by. But those two silos with the spaceship part that everyone says looks like buoys, those actually exist. When you're driving from Los Angeles down to San Diego, you actually do pass those two.
Are you being short with me?
No.
San Diego.
San Diego.
I'm just not used to this kind of pressure.
How far is the drive from LA to San Diego?
You gotta be ready for the heat that comes with it.
You know, it's about, I mean, it depends on traffic, obviously, but I'd say probably about 2 hours on average.
Oh, okay. Still longer than I would have thought.
And running the show from my home. You
Yeah.
can park it there.
You can always look up Los Angeles nuke power towers, just anywhere in Google. And like if you go to images, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's the real life version of those two little things inside that MeAmv is passing right now. Yeah, Dadeler's now finished. He's going to be going to buy the book to get a little introduction that, you know, we just completely skip over to Devin Weston, who
that's right
ends up becoming one of the antagonists in this game. Starts out pretty good guy, all things considered, you know, helping the FIB, doesn't reveal Michael's secret, don't ask, don't tell. Gets him in with Solomon, you know, which is one of Michael's dreams for his whole life, and then ends up being a psycho lunatic maniac, and then we just, you know what happens.
Yeah. Well, the big kind of thing that turns him into an antagonist is that we steal all those cars for him in Pac-Man, and we end up getting not getting paid for any of those cars. I think this is what turns everyone to be antagonistic towards him at the end.
Because they put all of the money into like an investment fund, so they say, instead of actually paying them out. And then they try to shit can the movie, so to speak, and then he sends mercenaries to Michael's house. And I think that sending mercenaries to Michael's house is the true culmination of, because obviously Trevor and Franklin and Lamar are all mad at him for the cars thing. And Michael's mad at him for the movie. And then once Devin sends the mercenaries, like, obviously we skip the cutscene, but Michael calls Lester and says, this guy's a problem. He needs to go. And that's what leads to the ending shootout of Third Way.
I think Devin is also upset with Michael for Molly's death.
Yeah, and that, I believe that's what prompts the mercenaries going to Michael's house.
Waits for the movie premiere to know that Michael's out of the house,
Then what?
and then goes and attacks his family, which is a pretty fucked up thing, to be honest.
And what about Trevor?
It's like, hey, so my lawyer stole a copy of your movie so that we can tear down your movie studio to build apartments. And you chased her because you wanted it back, and then she ran somewhere she wasn't supposed to and died accidentally. So I'm gonna go murder your entire family when I know you're not going to be there to defend them. Don't get mad at me though, I'm just the messenger. Yeah,
that's good.
It's yeah. That sums it up quite nicely, yeah. Oh, look, they're about equal. Oh, no, never mind.
You're my eyes.
That's only the first torture thing that MeAmv was doing, and he's pulling a tooth.
And that's, I think, one of the slower ones.
Yeah. I'm not sure which is the slowest, actually, but certainly the quickest one is always the wrench.
I'm pretty sure the slowest is waterboarding, and then tooth pulling, then electrocution, then
Like's a crybaby.
wrench.
You look great.
Electrocution might be slower than tooth pulling, but I don't think it is. I haven't seen either of them happen in a very long time.
Yeah, it's been ages since I attempted either.
We need to leave.
I think I accidentally once, when I was doing this segment, I selected the tooth pulling because I think that's the one that you select before the wrench, so that's the most likely that you're gonna misclick on.
And especially because you have to click a different amount of times for each of the two cutscenes.
Global poo? Did you say global poo?
Because
it's funny, that was never occurred to me.
3, the other one you click down 2. So if you're in the habit of, come through then enter, you're going to overshoot it and then end up picking another option.
Nice little backwards entry there for Dadeler. Nice.
Yeah, as Rake and I were commenting on the last time we commentated Blitz play together, this is when the run really starts. The rest of this is just how well can you set yourself up, because the true Blitz play starts now. How well can you handle RNG? How well can you handle things going your way or not going your way? More importantly, how can you handle quick decisions under pressure?
Yeah. What is Dadeler going to look for here, Antonio?
He's going to look for a tow truck.
And
is he supposed to look for something else?
No, I think he already found one. Very nice.
Ooh. Oh, did he find 2? Is that another one behind him?
I think that's just a flatbed truck.
If he found 2, it would be kind of like irony laughing at him.
But good spot there from Dadeler, because in front of him was nothing, but he looked behind and looked far behind. Actually, this tow truck was only just coming up from an on ramp from the highway, so. Oh, that would be an off-ramp then, I guess, but... yeah, good spot there, very good spot.
And he gets Steve text, that is huge. Getting Steve text here means he doesn't have to wait at all, and he just drives straight to the mission. Now, obviously, getting the tow truck here would technically save a lot more time, because the more you drive with the tow truck, the slower your drive is versus driving with a normal car. But getting a tow truck and then driving slowly with it is still going to save you more time in the long run than risking trying to get one at the end and failing.
Yeah, definitely. MeAmv now coming up to the spot where the tow trucks can spawn. We'll
also looking behind him, but he doesn't see anything.
No, I think usually when flatbeds start spawning in, that's a pretty good sign that he's not going to get a tow truck here. He might still get lucky over on the crossroad.
And over the freeway as well. Sometimes they'll spawn on that freeway. The same tow trucks that can spawn there and mess you up in friend requests. But MeAmv doesn't get Steve text, which means he might end up having to wait a little bit. Except he gets it right now. Dadeler being careful not to despawn the tow truck while driving away. Doesn't get an early garbage yet, so he's going to have to hope to get that after he delivers the tow truck. Because garbage truck is one of the only setups that you do that is complete RNG. Gauntlets.
MeAmv got a
MeAmv did
truck.
Oh wow.
Yep, nice.
Yeah, tow truck, the default spawn is slow but doesn't lose you that much time. Getaway vehicle is trivial. In other segments, gauntlets, you can always buy one if you don't see. But garbage truck, if you don't find one on the road, you're gonna have a difficult time. And we might actually see MeAmv pull ahead here.
It's possible, yeah, because Dadeler actually had to DM reroll to try and get a garbage truck to spawn, and still there isn't one. Now there is one on the highway.
But that definitely will close the gap if MeAmv can get one first try streak.
Yeah.
Oh no, he looked away.
Oh, it's still there. It's still there.
Thank God.
Holy.
I think it's because he was initially holding the look back button, and then as he started to spin around, he's like, well, if I keep holding the look back button, I'm going to be looking the actual wrong way. And then he ended up letting go of it a little earlier than I would have. Since holding your camera in the direction you want on console, it's a little more difficult. But let's see how he does with garbage truck luck. Doesn't look too good. He might also have to go, for a DM reroll.
It's exactly the same for them.
Each switch and getting, I think that's a... Yeah, I believe so. Immediately gets assassination text. So all the things that you do want to have on this particular Franklin switch, he got all of them.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to take his time buying the weapons because he already has a good car.
An immediate change to your aura.
And MeAmv also, we missed, he got a garbage truck after his DM reroll.
Immediately after the DM reroll, there was one right in front of him, so that was actually quite good.
Dadeler having to make sure to not go too fast, that the call hangs up before he gets to Lester. And getting cops actually, doesn't matter here since the mission removes them anyway.
Yeah. MeAmv now on the switch. Let's see what he gets. He gets highway switch.
Oh, that's, I think, the worst one. Because not only is it highway, it's the highway farther away from the beach, where you can't, it's harder to stop and do.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he is going for boiler suits first, which makes sense in this. Yeah, but this is a pretty bad switch, unfortunately, for MeAmv.
I think it's the worst because at least in the other one, boiler suits is on the way. This one you have to drive out of the way and then turn around and go all the way back to the beach. When it'd really just be faster to drive to the beach directly, but then obviously you lose time having to do boiler suits after Merryweather, before Merryweather heist. Dadeler taking the climbing route to the garage.
Oh, interesting. Haven't seen that in a while, yeah. Usually it's a drive in, dive out. From what I see, normally, but yeah.
Gonna go now to get some weapons. Now he does have a pretty good car, but seeing how it is kind of damaged, and he has a lot of good cars in this lot, I imagine he might take one of the better ones. Taking cover on the farther counter is going to lose him a little bit of time, but time is something he does have enough of to spare right here. As long as he plays safe, doesn't make any major errors, he shouldn't have too much of an issue later.
Sorry, out of stock.
Yeah, he's taking his time with this. Maybe, hopefully not taking a little too much time, but
yes, has to be careful now. Yeah. Still wants to buy armor. No, he decides not to. I mean, at this point, yeah.
Choosing not to take one of the better cars in that lot.
Yeah, it's a bit starved for time now. He's only got 15 seconds left, and he still has to drive back, position himself.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine, but yeah, obviously not enough time for him to pick and choose a car on top of everything.
Getting the good spawn that you want.
Man, you get what you give out, Mr. Lowry.
Immediately assassinating target. Driving off into the sunset to go do boiler suits. Meanwhile, MeAmv having the Buffalo, which is a pretty good car, especially with Franklin's ability, but we'll see if he decides he wants to change it. Dadeler failing the stunt jump, which means he at this point should just forfeit, because everyone knows that's the most important part of the run.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you miss the repo stunt jump in repo, your run is invalid, basically, anyway. So
pretty much. Just like killing the cat on Jewel Store Job.
Or on a repo, anything like that, yeah. It's...
Dadeler is doing the strat of aiming his gun to not get the conference call to try and force the Merryweather text to come in sooner.
Oh, his gun distribution is like MeAmv's gun distribution on like the right hand wall is a bit different because it's on current patch. So his special carbine is on the first row at the bottom. That looks weird when you're not used to that.
And Dadeler did get Merryweather first text, so now he's driving there now. But then this is another thing, you just keep using the same car over and over again, so the more damaged it is, I would have liked to see him try and go a little bit faster in the gun store and then switch to one of those better cars that were conveniently parked right in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was a Comet right there. Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
I think there was a Jackal as well, but don't quote me on that.
But the only thing I saw for sure is a Comet.
Yes.
Almost forgot.
Is Jackal the one that looks like a Bugatti?
Almost forgot. I was kind of sold
That's an
on
adder.
a well-organized job.
It wasn't an adder.
With Lester's weird eye for detail.
Unless it was.
I got an eye for details, kid. Little details like your brick of flow being drywall.
Okay, man. I'm grateful.
Okay, so now MeAmv has to take a different route.
It is actually a little bit of a faster route directly to Merryweather, but that switch earlier that allowed him to do boiler suits first still ends up being slower overall because you have a longer drive to get to Masks and Assassination after boiler suits.
Merryweather Security Consulting, the company our government uses to fight its wars and protect
Kind of the difference between that long drive after boiler suits to go to Merryweather or after boiler suits to go to Assassination. And then it just ends up being the switch itself is slow.
This container at the port.
And we get another little a kind of deja vu moment to the Max Gentleman Gordo run where they look to actually be pretty close as they're both on Merryweather, but MeAmv. Actually, no, neither runner stops.
No,
So, yeah.
they're all equal. Yeah.
So yeah, they are pretty close. They're only separated right now by one drive.
All right, F, I'm in position.
Exactly.
Damn, that's a long way up. So make sure
Predictions
I don't run into
now.
any trouble when I
Will
get
either
there.
of them fuck up and pull the phone up too early on getaway car delivery? That seems like a MeAmv.
Oh no, that traffic is
MeAmv, you can't get through.
Stuck.
It's clear, man.
Holy cow!
Wow, that's oh my dear God, that was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, that post OP truck, that postman was just out for blood right there.
The good news is, the most of the run is pretty much all kill now. It's this shootout. Dadeler climbing on the ladder.
tried to combat roll off the ladder, but he didn't manage to do it.
Yeah, a shootout, and then a drive, and then Blitz play, which, as everyone knows, is entirely skill. Yeah, I think Dadeler has to stream up because he's taking a little longer to plant the bombs, because he wants to make sure he doesn't have to run back and plant them later. So he's taking a little bit extra time just to make absolute sure that the bomb goes to the right position.
Screwing around in a submarine. I don't know how we got roped into this shit.
But
I think Franklin's gonna kill this guy for Michael.
I'm pretty sure because he waited so long, he
Oh yeah, he triggered the alarm.
That's one of the things that's the problem with the wait, what? What happened? Oh no!
Are they invisible?
No, he just I don't know where. Oh, I think that's one of the guys that you have to kill. But because he took so long earlier, the guy already, because like as you shoot him, he's walking away from you, and I think he took so long that he walked up the stairs again. But yeah, that's gonna give me a little bit more time to catch up if he chooses to do this really quickly. Yeah, and he has auto aim here, which means this is going to be a little more easy for him to just run through. But, yeah, he does have to stop and shoot that guy. 2 people here and a bomb. And then he's going to shoot the last guy. And yeah, he doesn't have any of the issues that Dadeler had. So he's slowly catching up now.
Slowly but surely.
It's really all going to come down to Blitz play.
It is. It does appear like it is, yeah. But, yeah, let's not forget that MeAmv still has to do a little bit of mini-sub section.
Oh,
with waves.
With waves, that's true. But with the Merryweather device on the bottom, Dadeler can't do dolphin straps, which means that it's not going to quite save him as much time as it did on the mini submission.
Get away from the ship! They going up!
So Dadeler is now in the water. Not on the water, in the water. Diving down to the device. MeAmv got the helicopter pretty quickly. That's good.
And that's the thing, is on console, you don't get auto aim here, so he is going to have to use that joystick to aim manually for all these enemies.
The snipers don't auto aim.
And also you can't auto aim to people in cars.
Well, it could give you powers, turn you into infinite rage.
Also true, it's a very bad thing in Prologue, for example.
Yeah.
The first few enemies that show up in cars.
There it is. Grabbing it. So, am I done down here? Yeah, you're done. Team's meeting at Pier 400 for a debrief. Beers are...
So yeah, I would say the time difference between them is probably like around a minute, a little bit more maybe.
Yeah, we'll be able to see definitely when the mini sub gets pulled out of the water.
Yeah.
Keep it together. I'll be there soon.
Which in all in all accounts it's like still a pretty decent run. Actually from both of them. I don't think anyone had like major things that went wrong. No, I guess it wasn't perfect. Like Dadeler had a couple of small crashes. They both had to DM reroll to get a garbage truck.
But MeAmv, I think, definitely would have been a lot closer if he had gotten the same good switch RNG that Dadeler got.
Yeah, we will not know.
Classic.
So Dadeler switched to Michael at 9:42. We'll see what he's gonna. Oh, he gets a Panto. Oh, I love the Panto.
Panto is.
Oh my! Oh no!
Like, is he gonna get pulled out? He doesn't have Wade to help him, like I did.
And he would have been able to get around the car door, and then that random NPC just drove up next to him and made him get blocked.
Completely blocked him, yeah.
And M-Tom's predicted that he would pull the phone up too early, but he doesn't seem to have done that. He seems to get it really well, and now he's just going to have to drive to the mission.
Very nice.
So MeAmv having a little bit of trouble with the waves, but doesn't seem to be too bad. But a bad Blitz play shootout completely turned the tide.
And
it's only about a minute and 20 seconds.
It's a minute and 20 seconds. I mean, the shootout is hard, yes, but it's not. I think it's still quite. It's gonna take a lot more than just a bad shootout for Dadeler. He needs to really fuck up right now.
Also,
MeAmv also a
it's
Panther.
almost exactly a minute and 30 seconds of separation. So Dadeler now on the last mission, driving to the place where the shootout happens. And this is kind of, the calm before the storm in this mission. You have a little drive, unskippable cutscenes.
No cars for MeAmv. Very unfortunate. Dadeler had a really lucky parked Mesa. Right outside.
And MeAmv actually gonna switch cars because that truck is really slow. But
I'm not sure if it was worth switching there because it's not a long drive, but
no.
Obviously, it was worth it.
Both lanes of traffic. Just stop in the road and stay there.
And this is the last little section of quiet, of a lot skippable drive, and then a C4 through. And then it begins.
Boom! All right, make it happen. Plant the sticky bomb.
Dadeler tried to get this quick C4 through, but I think you have to be in first person.
Yeah, I believe so.
On the ground now. Move it. My fucking ears.
I saw that, man. Ice cold.
And losing a little bit of time by switching with the weapon wheel. And not what? What?
Okay. That's interesting to say the least.
Oh my gosh. And he's only throwing 3 proxy mines? And I guess he's gonna grenade launch the rest of the cars. Definitely doing this shootout. He missed one of the cars. He's doing the shootout a lot slower than it can be optimally. We'll see if those enemies he didn't shoot earlier give him problems later. Meanwhile, MeAmv now doing the C4 throw. Slowly getting some time back. But Dadeler's now in the sniper section.
Shooter 1 is down.
Not down.
At this point, it looks like it's going to be pretty much a done deal for Dadeler, but don't want to close the door just yet, because you never know what can happen. Choosing not to shoot the car, which means those people can now run into cover, and he's gonna have to, but they do seem to all just be running straight out into the open for him, giving him a pretty easy shot at everyone he needs to, but he's kind of low HP right now.
Also, MeAmv, I think, hospital ball, which is not necessary in the segment.
And if anything, it's actually a little slower because you have the extra little waiting time of the mission fail after the death. And I'm talking slow because I don't really know what Dadeler's doing.
I think Dadeler might be unsure whether he got the buffered ledge grab.
Oh, interesting.
So he tried it out just to verify that he did get it.
Well, I mean, if he messes it up here, MeAmv1 could take the lead again. But I don't imagine he will, since he took the extra time to make sure he did it correctly.
Even if he fails it, he can...
He's taking everything just slow and steady, making sure he doesn't mess anything up.
And it looks like he did lose the ledge buffer, yeah. But it's not that
but
terrible.
MeAmv1 doesn't go for the ledge buffer because he's on console. Oh, if MeAmv1 had done a ledge buffer, it actually would have been down to the wire on the last drive. Because MeAmv1 had some stream lag, if you remember. Which means we actually don't know what his time is.
Yeah, that is true.
But Tech, let's get ready to stop Dadeler's time, because I do believe, unless MeAmv1 had a minute of stream delay, he's going to be the winner.
Oh, MeAmv1 is driving into the wrong direction here. It would be actually faster to drive in the other one, I believe.
And Dadeler finishes.
Oh no, it doesn't matter too much. GG,
Dadeler! GG! Oh my gosh!
Let's go! Oh my god, I totally didn't expect for me to actually win this match after what the also, what the fuck was that on fucking Blitz play? What?
Okay.
Why Michael
we are pretty sure you won. MeAmv1 had a lot of stream delay, so it's unlikely, but I guess possible that he might have beaten.
Oh no, oh
Tech,
no,
get
don't
ready.
tell me.
Tech, get ready. We might have to see if he has local live split.
Oh my god. Because I had live split running.
MeAmv1, welcome back. Did you happen to have local live split running?
Hey, what up, Michael?
Hey, man. Listen, I got an interesting opportunity.
MeAmv1?
An acquaintance of Dave's.
An FIB contact?
I mean, what happened? Like,
did you have live split?
Very wealthy. Good operative. Why don't you meet him?
no, like I don't have it.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, because you had a little bit of stream delay. We think Dadeler won, but depending on how much stream delay there was, it's possible.
Okay, let me do a fast highlight now, and I will tell.
Okay.
It will take like.
You actually, I know it's hard to do ledge buffers on console. If you had done a ledge buffer on the last bit of the Blitz play drive, I think you would have actually cemented yourself as the winner.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if, I mean, sometimes I failed the ledge buffer, so that's why I didn't go for it.
Okay. For now, we are going to conclusively say that we believe Dadeler won, and if this gets proven to not be the case, we will give you an update later. So,
what's it? It's
both
one
of you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, I'm super excited. Is this the first match that has to be decided afterwards?
I think we had Crab versus Xavier, who also had to be retimed. I think the stream delay wasn't so bad that it was.
Yeah.
Wait,
30
how,
seconds.
How delay?
There were a couple sections that, like on mini sub, I think, and earlier on Dead Man Walking.
No,
but,
you know what? I would have won if it wasn't for minutes of crash at the at the end of Merryweather. That because I crashed and I think I lost like 50 seconds, and then the traffic in Merryweather too. That was a bad split.
And also the switch RNG when you got to the non-linear section after Garbage Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the highway switch was kind of bad there. Yeah, definitely cost you.
But yeah, Pietro's saying everyone should remember to locally time your runs because you never know. But
I can look our recording on an Xbox, so
okay. Once you know, just send it in the chat and we can completely verify. But for now,
I'm looking as well right now.